Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about shampoos, conditioners, and just making sure that you're using the right ones for your hair type. If you don't already know, I am a fully licensed hairstylist. I've been doing hair for 8 years. I've worked with all different kinds of hair textures, all different hair types, a bunch of different hair products, and I truly believe that everyone's hair is different. Everyone has different hair textures combined with different densities. And that makes it a little more challenging for people who are trying to find the perfect shampoo and conditioner for their hair. So I'm gonna help you out a little bit with that. And I'm also gonna clear up a few things about what you should be looking for in a shampoo and a conditioner, and also why it's so important to look at the ingredients list at the back of the bottle instead of focusing on the front. So no matter what your hair type is, you should 100% be using professional shampoo and conditioner. I cannot stress this enough. It is the easiest and best thing that you can do for your hair to take care of it on a daily basis. I know that salon products are a lot more expensive than drugstore products, but there is a reason for that. You're not just paying for a brand name or a label, you're paying for high grade ingredients, and drugstore products just will not offer that. And that's why looking at the ingredients is so important, because they'll spend a lot of money on advertising to make you think that it's such a good product when it's really not. These companies will use a lot of fillers like waxes, silicones, and that causes buildup on the hair. Sometimes the hair can appear to be healthy and shiny, but really it's just the coating of the product on the hair that's making it look that way. Also, if you're somebody that gets your hair colored regularly, which most people do now, you'll probably also notice that your hair color tends to fade quickly. So professional shampoos and conditioners obviously won't contain any harmful ingredients and will instead nourish your hair. So as I said before, there are different hair textures and then there are different hair densities. And those are two different things, and you need to know the difference between the two when you're shopping for hair products. So when I'm talking about hair texture, I'm talking about the thickness of one individual strand of hair. And you need to figure out if yours is fine, medium, or coarse. So I'm gonna look at one of mine. I have one strand of hair here, and my hair is definitely on the finer side. I wouldn't say it's super fine, but it is definitely far from coarse. So I'm gonna say it's between fine and medium. Now, hair density is the amount of hair per square inch that's growing from your scalp. So for me, I actually have a lot of hair growing out of my head. It doesn't look like it. It's sort of deceiving because when you look at my hair, it looks a little bit thinner, but when you actually get in there and feel it and play with it, you can tell I have a lot of hair. And a way that you can figure out your hair density is if you part your hair and see if you can see a lot of scalp or a little bit of scalp, and this will usually determine whether you have thin, medium, or thick hair. So now that you've probably figured out your hair type, let's move on to the appropriate shampoos and conditioners. First, I'll talk about the shampoos, and then at the very end, I'll talk about conditioners. Fine hair is actually the most challenging hair type to work with and figure out, in my opinion. It's the hardest to style, it's the hardest to hold a style, and you have to wash it way more often than normal. But that's not to say that you can't take control of it. And the best way to take control of it is to use a shampoo that will give texture to your hair, not weigh it down and make it go limp. So a volumizing shampoo will definitely help you out a lot. However, if you have really tight curls and your hair tends to go frizzy and you have a lot of hair, like your density is really thick, then you'll definitely want to pick up a hydrating shampoo, and that will help tame the frizz. If your hair tends to get really oily, you can always use a dry shampoo in between washes. I was using a shampoo by Shea Moisture. It was their activated charcoal shampoo that was supposed to be good for oily roots and dry ends. But the reason why it didn't really work 100% for me was because it was a little bit too moisturizing. I think that shampoo would be a lot better if I had curly hair. So if you're somebody that has curly hair, that has oily roots, then definitely try out the Shea Moisture one. I would highly recommend that one. If you have medium textured hair, you are so blessed. You don't even know. You can go like 2 to 3 days without having to wash your hair. Hairstyles usually last all day on you. You never have to worry about them. So whether you have curly or straight hair, you're going to want to get a moisturizing shampoo. You could get a volumizing shampoo if you really wanted to, but I would definitely recommend a moisturizing one unless you have really thin hair. If you have thin hair, then you can go for the volumizing one because that will give added texture to your hair and will make your hair look thicker. Coarse hair is definitely a challenge when it comes to styling, but the good thing is that you barely ever have to wash it. Ever. You can get away with not washing it for at least a week, sometimes even more if you have really curly hair. So no matter if your hair is straight, curly, whatever, thin or thick, you always want to go for the hydrating shampoo. If your hair is thin or straight, then you can just get a regular hydrating shampoo. But if you have really, really thick, really coarse or curly hair, then you're going to want to get an ultra hydrating shampoo because you need that extra boost of hydration. This will also make it easier for you when it comes to styling because the extra hydration will help get rid of some of the frizz. Now, this is my personal opinion after having tried a lot of different types of conditioners. I believe that no matter what hair type you have, you should always get a really hydrating conditioner. There are a lot of shampoo and conditioner sets that you can buy where like both the shampoo and the conditioner are volumizing, and usually they'll be at a discounted price, but I've tried so many of those types of conditioners on myself and on other people, and to be honest, they just don't work very well. If you are someone with really fine or thin hair, then instead of using a volumizing conditioner, I would just recommend using a hydrating conditioner and only using it on the ends of your hair to mid-lengths without touching your scalp. So that way your roots are still volumized, but your hair is getting that conditioning treatment that it needs. That's what I do with my hair actually, and it prevents my scalp from getting oily quickly, so that way I don't have to wash it every day. So hopefully this helped you out a little bit and will make it easier for you the next time you go to shop for shampoo or conditioner. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and click that little bell down below to get notified for any future uploads. I'll see you in my next video.